Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to solve a section D question from Quadratic Equations chapter. Now this question has an OR question as well. So let us start with the first one. Check whether the following equation is quadratic or not. If yes, find its roots. Now here we can see that an equation is given. The left hand side equation is a cubic equation because the highest power of x is 3, and on the right hand side x minus 2 the whole cube is given. So we need to expand this bracket before we can proceed and check whether this equation is quadratic or not. And to expand this, we are going to make use of an algebraic identity, which is a minus b the whole cube. So this expands as a cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b cube. Now in this question, a represents x and b represents 2. So we are just simply going to plug in the values of a and b in this formula. So we have here x cube minus 3 times x square times b is 2 plus 3 times a is x times b square becomes 2 square minus 2 to the power of 3. Now let us simplify this expansion. Now x cube remains the same. 3 times 2 is 6, so we get 6x square. 3 times 2 square is 4, so 3 times 4 gives us 12, so plus 12x minus 2 cube becomes 8. Now we have expanded this bracket, so let us now equate the left hand side to the expanded right hand side. So here x cube minus 4x square plus 3x plus 1 is equal to x cube minus 6x square plus 12x minus 8. Now we can cancel the x cube from both the sides of the equal to sign. So we are left with negative 4x square plus 3x plus 1 is equal to negative 6x square plus 12x minus 8. Now I'm going to take this right hand side on the left hand side. So the negative 6x square becomes positive 6x square, plus 12x becomes negative 12x, and negative 8 becomes positive 8. And these terms will remain same, and we are going to write equal to 0. Now let us combine the like terms, that is 6x square and minus 4x square are like terms, and when we add them we get 2x square. Negative 12x and plus 3x are like terms, so when we add them we get negative 9x. And plus 8 and plus 1 gives us plus 9 equal to 0. So here we can see that now highest power of x is 2, which means this is a quadratic equation. So here they had asked us to check whether the following equation is quadratic or not. So we can say now that after simplification the equation has become quadratic. So here we have written yes, the given equation is quadratic. Now once we have proved it is quadratic, we have to find its roots. So let us reconsider this equation here. So 2x square minus 9x plus 9 equal to 0. Now we are going to factorize this equation. That is, we are going to multiply 2 with 9. So that is going to give us 18. And we have to find the factors of 18 in such a way that when you multiply them you should get positive 18. And when you add them you should get negative 9. So we can think about the factors here is negative 6 and negative 3. Because when you multiply negative 6 with negative 3 you get positive 18. And when you add these two you get negative 9x. So here let us split up the negative 9x. So here we get 2x square minus 6x minus 3x plus 9 equal to 0. Now we are going to group it. That is, we are going to group the first two terms and the last two terms. And let us take out the common term out of the first two. So here we can see that 2x is a common factor from these two. So we have taken it as a common factor, so 2x, and inside the bracket remains x minus 3. And from these two terms we are going to take negative 3 as a common factor, and inside the bracket remains x minus 3 equal to 0. Now we have got two factors, that is 2x minus 3 times x minus 3 equal to 0. Now we are going to equate each factor equal to 0. So we get 2x minus 3 equal to 0 or x minus 3 equal to 0. And taking this negative 3 on the right hand side, it becomes positive 3. And at the same time, we are going to take 2 on the other side so that it divides 3. So the first value of x we got here is 3 over 2. And then the next value is taking the negative 3 on the right hand side, we get the value of x as 3. So these are the two values of or two roots of this given equation. Now let us move on to the OR question. A train travels a distance of 480 kilometers at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 8 kilometers per hour less, then it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. Find the reduced speed of the train also find the original speed. So let us try to understand the question here. A train has to cover a distance of 480 kilometers and it is moving at a particular speed. The speed is not given over here. So let us consider that as our original speed. Now, if the speed of the train is reduced by 8 kilometers per hour, then obviously it will take more time to cover the same distance. Here they have given that it will take 3 more hours to cover the same distance. We have to find out here what is the reduced speed and what is the original speed. So let me write down the required data over here first. So here we have written, let the original speed of the train be x kilometer per hour and let the reduced speed of the train be the original minus 8 kilometers per hour less. Since it is given less, so we are going to subtract 8 from x, giving us x minus 8 kilometers per hour. Now we are going to make use of the distance, time and speed formula. We know that speed is equal to distance over time. Now here I am going to rearrange this formula in terms of time. That is time equal to distance over speed. Because in this question we have been given the distance and we are supposed to find out the speed. So we are going to write our equation in terms of time, that is in terms of distance and speed. So writing the equation in terms of time taken by the train with reduced speed will be equal to time taken by the train with the original speed. So for example, if the time taken by the train, if it was maintaining original speed was 6 hours, then when it reduces the speed it becomes 3 plus 6, which is 9 hours. So here time taken by the train with reduced speed is equal to 3 more than time taken by the train with original speed. Now let us write down this in terms of distance and speed. So time taken by the train with reduced speed, distance is going to remain same, that is 480. So we have written 480 over here over, now the speed of the train when it is reduced by 8 kilometers per hour is x minus 8 equal to 3 plus time taken by the train with original speed in terms of distance over speed. Distance again it is going to be same, that is 480 over the speed of the original train is x. Now I am going to take the x terms on one side of the equal to sign. So we get 480 over x minus 8. Now plus 480 over x becomes minus 480 over x is equal to 3. Now I am going to do a small cross multiplication, that is x multiplies with 480 and x minus 8 multiplies with negative 480, and at the same time the denominators will multiply together. So let me write here. So here we get 480 multiplied with x minus 480 multiplied with x minus 8. Now the whole denominator will multiply together, giving us x times x minus 8 equal to 3. Next we are going to take the denominator on the right hand side so that it multiplies with 3, and at the same time I am going to expand this bracket. So here we have 480x. Now minus 480 multiplies with x, giving us minus 480x. Now minus 480 multiplies with minus 8, giving us plus 3840, and 3 multiplies with x times x minus 8. Now 480 minus 480, they both cancel out each other. So we are left with 3840 is equal to, now on the right hand side I have expanded the brackets, that is 3x multiplies with x giving us 3x square and 3x multiplies with negative 8 giving us negative 24x. Now all these three terms are divisible by 3. So I am going to reduce this equation. So when we divide 3840 by 3 we get 1280, and here 3 divides 3 giving us x square, and 3 divides minus 24, that is 3 one times, and 3 negative 8 times gives us negative 24. So 1280 is equal to x square minus 8x. Now I am going to take 1280 on the other side of the equal to sign. So we get x square minus 8x. Now plus 1280 becomes minus 1280 is equal to 0. Now I am going to factorize this equation. That is, I am going to find out the factors of 1280, which when multiplied together gives us this number, and when added it gives us negative 8. So the factors we get here is negative 40 and 32. So when you multiply negative 40 with positive 32, you get negative 1280, and when you add them you get negative 8. So here I have split up negative 8x as negative 40 and positive 32. Now once we have done this, let us group the first two terms and the last two terms. So from the first two, x is a common factor, so we have taken it out, and inside the bracket remains x minus 40. And from the next two terms we have 32 as a common factor, So we have taken 32 out, and inside the bracket is x minus 40 equal to 0. Now we get two factors over here, that is x plus 32 and x minus 40 equal to 0. Now equating each factor equal to 0, we get x plus 32 equal to 0 and x minus 40 equal to 0, or taking positive 32 on the right hand side, we get it as x equal to negative 32, and taking negative 40 on the right hand side, we get x equal to 40. Now remember, x is the speed, so the speed cannot be negative. So we are going to discard this number and take x is equal to 40 kilometers per hour. So here they had asked us to find out the original speed and the reduced speed. So here we have the original speed of the train as x kilometers per hour. That is going to be x equal to 40 kilometers per hour. And reduced speed of the train was considered as x minus 8. So x is 40 here. So 40 minus 8 gives us 32 kilometers per hour. So it means that if the train travels at 32 kilometers per hour, it is going to take 3 hours more than when it was going to travel at 40 kilometers per hour to cover a distance of 480 kilometers. I hope you understood all the steps and liked this video. And if you found this video useful, then check out these playlists where you'll find more examples of this kind. And if you're liking my videos, like, share and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching.